Everyone. Lovely to see you all popping on. Good morning. My name is Donna Gray, and I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Scenic Rim in Queensland. And I can see there's a few of you jumping on already. So, welcome to everyone that has jumped on. Yes, today for us here in Australia, it's Anzac Day. So, exactly what Suzanne has said, lest we forget, we shall remember them. So, did anyone get up and go to the dawn service this morning? I was actually sleeping. I woke up in the middle of the night at about 3 a.m. in the morning with a splitting headache, and I was thinking, so I got up, rubbed some magnesium gel on my neck, took 2 painkillers, and I actually slept in this morning. So I definitely didn't make the dawn service. I know my daughter did. My daughter went to the dawn service at 4:30 a.m. She was up this morning and went to the dawn service. She's now at home getting packed, ready for our Mexico trip. So good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So I am live here on YouTube. I'm also live on Instagram, and I'm also live over on Facebook as well. So welcome to everybody that has joined. So on Instagram, I can see I've got a couple of you there. We've got Maswari, welcome. Therese, welcome. Teresa, lovely to see you. I'm going to be seeing you soon, Teresa. Can't wait. So I'm actually going to do a fun crafty session this morning, showing you how to use these gorgeous masks that we have that go with our Layers of Beauty stamp set. And we're going to play around with color this morning. We're going to have a bit of fun. So yesterday I got so many comments about how wonderful it was that I don't just show card making, that actually teach people how to do things. So I'm so glad that there are things that I'm teaching you and that you're learning from when I go live. I will have fun, Janice, with Rose. I am sure. I am so excited to be able to meet up with one of my besties from overseas, Rose Ward. So we will be meeting each other, and she'll be probably hanging out with us a bit, I think, on the first day, because her son and daughter-in-law aren't arriving until later. So, but I'm sure that there will be lots of us just hanging out and hugging all of our international Stampin' Up friends. So I've got 3 more sleeps, people. 3 more sleeps. I have a 4th sleep, but that's going to be on the aeroplane, and I'm hoping that there will be a 4th sleep on the aeroplane. It'll take us like a day to get there. So Sue said, is the same daughter going that went to the last trip? Yes, she is. Yep. Danny Lee, my youngest, will be going with me. I have someone from South Africa. Well, welcome. Do you say your name Matilda? Is that how you say your name? So welcome. Good morning, everyone. Sue, you've got the day off today, have you? I don't know whether you'll be opening this morning or maybe you're at work. So welcome everybody that's joining. All right. So for the people on Instagram, welcome. We're going to have a fun crafty session. So enjoy and sit back and relax. As my friend would say, grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. I won't take her logo, but that's what my friend Rose Ward says all the time. You have the day off. No, not you, Sue Beasley. Sue Rose. Sorry, there's a couple of Sues on here. And Theo, the crafty cat, is not in the house. He's slacking off again this morning. He's over on the recliner. He does like to be on the recliner chair quite often. He comes in here a lot of a night. When I've been working quite a bit, he comes in and goes, oh my God, like obviously you're going to stay in here for a while. I'll just hang out in here. Oh, okay. Okay, so Lorraine, well, if you don't catch the live, then you can catch the replay. So good morning, everyone. Okay, all right, so let's get to business. So, of course, what's actually happening is our catalog is going to go live. This baby is going to go live on Wednesday next week. So if you've been hanging out to get your hands on these products, then by all means, Wednesday next week is the day to actually get your hands on this awesome catalog. So I can't actually show you the inside of the catalog yet, until the catalog goes live. So I do apologize for that. But if there is anyone that is interested in purchasing any products, we do have a clearance rack update that happened yesterday. So loads of things have been put into the clearance rack. Plus, we still have our 60% off sale as well. And as it's my birthday month, I'm actually giving away some of my kits that I have created throughout the year, that I have excess kits left over. I'm giving away free kits for people that shop with me from now until the 10th of May. So you have to, the qualifying order is 150 is the minimum qualifying order, and you will get a kit to make 6 cards at least. So minimum 6 cards at least. I will give away all the big kits to start off with, and then I'll start on the smaller kits. But thank you to everybody that has ordered already. And you have actually helped me hit my sales challenge for April. I've actually achieved the sales challenge that Stampin' Up have set out for us. But I also have another sales challenge that I'm trying to hit. I've got a big milestone of sales that I'm working towards for this Stampin' Up year. So any orders that you do would be much appreciated to help me achieve these goals with my business. And I know that you probably all think it's a little bit crazy me having these goals, but I absolutely love setting myself a goal, and I love reaching that goal. I love working my way towards it and reaching that goal. So so thank you to everyone that has ordered so far. So if you want to order, please jump on, check out that that clearance rack. You can use the QR code that's here on the screen, or you could actually use just the shop link that's in the show more box down below on YouTube, and also in the description of the video on Facebook. And if you're watching on Instagram, you can go to my bio and check out the link in my bio. All right, so the next order of business is just a couple of things that are going on in my business at the moment. So I always like to let people know what I'm up to. My 2-day winter craft retreat registration will be closing at the end of May. So you've got like 1 month, people, to get your spot in my 2-day winter craft retreat. It is an awesome 2 days, costs you $220 for the 2 days. It does not include accommodation, and it does not include food. It includes at least $180 minimum of Stampin' Up product that you get in your goodie bag that you receive on the day of the retreat. So you will get the thoughtful wishes, stamps, and dies. And they will be yours to keep, and you will be using them on the 2 days in the craft retreat. You will also get ribbon, embellishments, designer series paper. You'll get a quarter pack of designer series paper. You're also going to get some specialty papers. You're also going to get some cardstock, and you're going to get a PDF tutorial showing you step by step how to create 8 projects. You can get the retreat in a box, so you can actually get it sent and delivered to your door within anywhere in Australia. It doesn't matter whether you're a hobby demonstrator. It doesn't matter whether you you buy Stampin' Up products from somebody else. This is a retreat that I actually design and hold, and it's super, super fun. So everything is in your kit other than the ink pads and the tools that we'll be using to create. So the only thing you really need is the ink or similar to the colors that I'll be using. Card buffet for June. I've already got quite a few registrations already, so thank you to those that have registered already. It will be on Saturday, the 15th of June. My card buffets are getting very popular, so you need to book your spot, and you need to register and pay at time of registration for the card buffet. Now, the reason why I ask for payment up front is that you actually get a free embellishment. You actually get 2 embellishments. You get ribbon and a pack of embellishments as part of the day, and you get kits to make 8 beautiful cards. There'll be 8 cards that are made with all different bundles. If you wanted the version by mail, you can actually get the version by mail. It's actually gone up to $58.50 because postage packages have gone up. So for $58.50, you'll get everything that everyone gets in person, but you will need the stamps and dies that I will be using. And I will let you know what stamps and dies I'll be using. Of course, craft and game night is happening, and this is happening in May. Now, this is fun. You don't have to live locally. We will be doing it in person as well as online, but it's such a fun night. We play bingo, and you win. So there's 3 prizes that are on as the main prizes. So we have 3 big bingo games. We have 3 mini bingo games. So there's a chance of winning one of 6 prizes. on the night that we have our craft and game night. We also craft while we're doing it. So we make a card, we play a game, a big game of bingo, we play a little mini game of bingo, then we make another card, then we play a big game of bingo and a little game of bingo. It is super, super fun. So if you live anywhere in Australia, you can attend my bingo night. It is super fun. I tell you, it is a great night. It's happening on Friday, the 24th of May. It costs $50 to attend. The more people that attend, the bigger the prizes are. So if you're interested in that, we do it via Zoom. And if you are not comfortable with Zoom, I can easily help you with how to log on to Zoom and get into the Zoom call. And it's like you're sitting in the craft room with us. So you get the whole interaction process for the simple fact that we are all on Zoom and we're all talking to each other at the same time, as well as the people in person. Also, my creative card club for this month is the Simply Zinnias. And I can tell you, this suite is absolutely stunning. The paper is gorgeous. And it is absolutely a beautiful suite to work with. I did it as my stamps club this month, and I didn't have a problem designing the cards. I can tell you that the designs were just flowing out of me because it's such a stunning set. And the colors are magnificent. They are so bright and cheerful. So my Creative Card Club is a rolling subscription. So when you subscribe to my Creative Card Club, it costs $50 per month. And what you get is a quarter pack of paper. You get a full pack of embellishments. You get a length of ribbon. You get all of the cardstock in full sheets for you to create 8 beautiful cards. I designed 4 cards using the designer series paper and coordinating cardstocks. And you will get a PDF tutorial with step-by-step instructions and color photos printed and in your kit for you. So you don't have to worry about downloading the PDF and trying to print it or trying to find it on a computer. I physically print out the hard copy of the step-by-step tutorial and send it in your kit. So all registrations up until the 10th of May will receive the Simply Zinnias Creative Card Club. If you register after the 10th of May, you will have to wait until the June Creative Card Club kits get sorted. Now, I always have an add-on. So if you want to get the stamps or the stamps and dies, I always have them as an add-on option each month. An email will get sent out 4 times per month showing what the bundle is that I'll be using and a way to actually purchase those bundles. So if you want to be a part of the Creative Card Club, if you're a hobby demonstrator and you buy your own stamps and dies, then you can join my Creative Card Club because it is designer series paper, ribbon, embellishments, and cardstock that you get in your kit. So you can use your own stamp set. If you aren't a demonstrator or you want to buy the bundle from me, then I always have the email with the added option. Okay, starter kit special, people. I need to talk about this because this is fantastic. This offer is unbelievable. I'm going to bring in what you're going to get for free on top of your $235, and you only pay $169. So I'm just going to, I've popped up the QR code there for my Join My Team link. Now, you get a full pack of these ink pads. So they're full-size ink pads. I'm going to pop this over to the, actually, I'll pop it over there. You get a full pack of these ink pads. So you're going to get one of each of our in-color ink pads. Okay, so you're going to get Petunia Pop, Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Summer Splash, and Shy Shamrock. You're going to get that for free. You're also going to get a pack of the Stampin' Right markers for free. Now, these Stampin' Right markers are used for coloring in stamps. So if you've got a stamp, say you have a stamp like the layering leaves, say you want to color in the flower part in Petunia Pink, you actually color directly onto your stamp with the Petunia Pink Stampin' Right marker. And then say you want Summer Splash as the leaf area, you then color in the leaves with the Summer Splash Stampin' Right marker. You breathe on it to moisten, re-moisten the ink again, and then you stamp down onto your cardstock. So it allows you to do multicolored stamping with one stamp using the Stampin' Right markers, because I know a lot of people get a bit confused about what the Stampin' Right markers do. You're going to get the pack of the Stampin' Right markers for free. You're also going to get a mixture pack of cardstock, okay? So the way the mixture pack of cardstock comes, it has 4 sheets of each of the 5 colors. So you can see here, we've got Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, Shy Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, and Peach Pie. So you'll get an A4 pack of mixture cardstock, 4 sheets of each. You'll get that absolutely free. And you're also going to get this awesome designer series paper for free. So it's a pretty awesome deal. Now, all of that I've put on the desk there, you're going to get that totally free when you join from the 1st of May to the 31st of May. This is a joining offer just for May only. Now, it is a super, super fantastic deal because $144 worth there for free. Then you get to choose $235 worth of product and you only pay $169. So it is probably one of the best offers I think Stampin' Up have ever done. I know we had an offer of a full ink pad family maybe last year or the year before, and that was an amazing offer. This is even better. This is physically $144 worth of product for free. So you get to choose $235 worth of product. So you're getting $379. Is that right? Is my math right? $379 of product for free. Oh, sorry, for $169. So not a bad deal. So now my next question is, if you decide that this is something that you might think might be a good idea, I just want to tell you there is nothing to be scared of. There is no reason to not have a discount. So you will also enjoy a 20% discount guaranteed no matter how little you spend until the end of October. Now, if you spend enough to get the quarterly amount, you are actually going to get discount until the end of January, 20% discount off all your crafting supplies. Now, my attitude is I always say to people, give it a try, and I'm happy to help you out. So I will be back home on the 9th of May. If you are really excited and you really want to join, you can jump on the 1st of May using my join link. You can scan this QR code, come back to this video, scan this QR code. You can also find my join my team link on all of my posts on social media. You can find it over on Instagram in my bio. You can find it in the description box down below, the show more box down below on YouTube. I always have my join my team link down the bottom. Now, it is very important who you join with, and I just want to tell you a few things of why it's very important who you join with. Now, it's great to join Mary down the street because Mary's my friend and Mary lives down the street, and Mary, she buys her things really cheap and she's just a hobby person. She just enjoys the discount. But the thing is Mary going to give you the support you need with your Stampin' Up? So sometimes if you're brand new to crafting, you need someone that's going to help you and guide you with your spending. You also want to be a part of a crafty community. We have over 125 members, Wild Heart Crafters team members over Australia. So they're spread all over Australia. We have a Facebook group that we all gather together. So you make friends within that Facebook group. We have weekly challenges that help you with your creativity. We also have monthly team meetings where we gather and we celebrate everybody. We have birthday posts. We celebrate people's successes throughout the month, but then we also celebrate them at our team meeting at the end of the month, which is super fun. We get together and we craft and we hang out and we chat, and we do it via Zoom, which is really, really good. So it feels like we can all connect no matter where we live in Australia. So that's the one beautiful part about the wonderful world of the internet, is that you can actually connect like that. The other thing is my team members, if you wanted to gather together with friends and maybe hold a small class, then I'm happy to help you and guide you with doing that. If you wanted to actually start to build a business out of it, if you actually wanted to run a business, my team members get business training and help and support 24/7 every single day of the year. So and my team members will be the first one to say that when they message me, I get back to them, and if I'm busy, I will get back to them at my first available time. But I can guarantee that if you message me, other than messaging me late at night if I've gone to sleep, but if you message me, I will respond to your messages within probably the hour, if not straight away. So it is really a great offer, and I would love to invite quite a lot of you to join my Wild Heart Crafters team. So if it's something that you've never really thought about, or you didn't think that it was something that you was for you, honestly, I always say to people, there is no reason to never have a discount, because even if you don't make the quarterly amounts, yes, okay, you'll go into pending and you'll drop. No one really chases you for money, so no one really makes you spend. I mean, you'll get a message from me saying, hey, you haven't done your quarterly amount, you need to spend X amount of dollars to keep your discount. But if you don't, you drop, and then you can purchase the starter kit again. So there's no dramas as far as that. And as your team leader, I actually keep an eye on that as well. So I help and guide you with your spending. And I also, I help and guide you with your choices when it comes to crafting. And I often tell this story, and I think Del was on here this morning. She was asking me whether she needed the Easter set. And I said, do you send Easter cards? She said, no, not really. I said, do you think you might want to send Easter cards? She said, no, I don't think so. I said, do you think you might want to make something like Easter baskets or something that's going to have that little Easter bunny on it? She said, no, I don't think so. I said, well, you don't really need the set. But I could have been the person that go, oh, yes, it's so cute. Yes, you really need to do it. But I'm truthful and honest, and I definitely will guide you in your spending, and help you with your choices when it comes to what products you need. So it's so much better than being able to buy things and then having them and then putting them on your shelf and not using them. I want everyone to use their products, because I love crafting, and I want everyone to craft and love craft as much as what I do. And I want to make it easy for them. I want the choices to be the right choices and make it easy for them. So it's a really super, super awesome offer. So I'm just saying, 1st of May, like, oh my God, get in and join my team. All right. So another couple of things that I have going, if you're already a demonstrator, you'll probably go, well, I can't join and get that awesome offer anyway. But I do things like paper shares and in color clubs. So I do have a annual catalog paper share. Now there's 25 varieties in the catalog, and you get a quarter pack of each of the 25 varieties. So for $133, you'll get that delivered to your doorstep. You will have to also pay $20 postage, but it will get delivered to your doorstep. And it's a great way to see all the paper in person without breaking your budget. And then you can make a wise decision of which packets of designer series paper you want to buy a full pack of. I also have an in color club. So for the people that are interested, my in color club is more like an experience rather than just getting the product. So each month you will collect all of the products in one color, and over 5 months you will actually collect all of the 5 in color products. Now I'm also sending sketch challenges like we did yesterday. I will send 2 sketch challenges each month. We will have a Facebook group that we will recreate those sketch challenges with products that we have in our craft room, so stamps and dies, etc., using our in color that we have actually got that month, and we will recreate those 2 sketch challenges each month. So in total, you're going to get 10 sketch challenges. You will also get a color coach at the end of it that is color coach cards. So they're actually color combinations that you can incorporate the in color with your other ink pads that you have in your stash. So great club to be a part of. The link for my in color club is in the show more box down below on YouTube, and it's also in the description of this video. And if you're on Instagram, go to Linktree and go to my website and you will find it. 60% off sale, plus we've got the clearance rack refresh. So everyone needs to know there is so many things still available to buy. I actually placed an order for a customer yesterday, and she was ever so excited because all of the things on the sale that she wanted were all available. So she was quite happy to get things, and she got things that was such a bargain. Some stamp sets were only like $12 and $13. Dies were only like $23, which dies are normally at least $50 for a set of dies. So there is so many really, really awesome products, and once they're gone, people, they're gone. We won't be seeing them again. All right, so enough of all of that. Let's get into crafting because I've been going for about 15 minutes and I'm sure you're sick and tired of me chatting like that. All right, so I'm going to use the Layers of Beauty stamp set today. And what I thought I would do is just have a little bit of fun. I have card layers that I do like this. Okay, so you can see all of my ribbons and embellishments and things here, but I actually have card layers that I do. So when I actually cut card bases and layers, if I cut an A4 sheet of paper, I either cut it into 2 card bases or I cut it into 4 layers. So if I'm cutting a layer, I may cut it into 2 layers and 1 full card base. But I store them in these boxes, which are, you can get them from Kmart. They're those bamboo boxes. They're like $3 a box. They're so cheap. And I actually sit them in my drawers, and it's really, really handy when you actually go to create, to already have some pre-cut layers here already. So what I thought I would do is challenge myself to create some different colored flowers with the Layers of Beauty this morning, and actually use some of these colored card base layers to create the card that I want to create. Okay, so as you can see, I have a few different color ranges here. So if you can see your favorite color in there, please pick out a favorite color that we can do. So we might do maybe 3 different coloring of flowers. So we want to have 3 different looks. So if you can see any of the colors that you might use here in these layers, because I don't want to have to go and cut layers, because I want to use some of these layers up. So I've got things like, I've got Petal Pink, I've got Misty Moonlight, I've got Fresh Freesia, I've got Highland Heather. Actually, I can't use that one because that's retired. That is Orchid Oasis. Can't use that. And I can't use that one because that's Merry Merlot, I think, and it's gone, so I can't use that. But I do have some red here. I have that actually looks like it's Poppy Parade. I have Cherry Cobbler. I have Calypso Coral. Okay, so we've got Suzanne was saying she was playing with it yesterday. One of the mauves. Okay, so let's do. Okay, so Merlene said one of the mauves. Let's do Highland Heather. Okay, Highland Heather is one of my favorites. Highland Heather or Fresh Fresh, sorry, Beryl. One of the mauves, purples and pinks, please. Black and red and white. Okay, so Sheila, we might do, seeing you like the red. I thought I had a cherry cobbler here. Yep, we'll do cherry cobbler. What do you reckon? Okay, so we need, what about in our blue tones, people? We've got Misty Moonlight here, or yellows. What about yellows? I've got Daffodil Delight, purple and pink. I'm only going to use one color because I'm going to show you what this beautiful mask does. I only need one color. So as far as what the color of our flowers are going to be, I just need one color. Okay, everyone get off the purple and the pink because we've already got the Highland Heather. So we've got the red. Do we want to do a blue? I mean, we're going to use green. Or do we want to use, okay, I mean, I know that some of you have said pink. Do we want to use petal pink? Yellow is nice. Yeah, I'm with you. Yellow is nice. Let's do a yellow. Let's do a Daffodil Delight. Okay, we're going to use the greens anyway. So they're our 3 colors that we're going to do. Should we put a blue one in there and do a 4th one? Should we put Misty Moonlight and do a 4th one? We might be here all morning. Okay, so these could be our, let's have a look at, we'll put the Misty Moonlight to the back, and I'll do the Highland Heather because that was the one that you wanted first. Okay, so we have a large stamp. Oh, and my block is, oh no, I've got one here. This stamp is huge. So you may look at it. You may look at this stamp here and think, oh yeah, that's not too bad. When you open it up, it is a big, big stamp. Okay. So you need the big block for this stamp. Okay. Now I'm going to get my masks out. So I've kept my masks in my stamp so that I know exactly where they are. It's got some beautiful dies that go with this too. So I'm going to show you a really fun thing to do with the die as well. I'm just, I don't know why I was heading out there. I was heading out there thinking I had to get the block, but I just used the block there. All right. So one of the first things I want to show you is how to stamp our layer that we want. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to line my layer up on my paper just like that. And I'm actually going to add a little bit of washi. Tiny little bit of washi up here on that corner. And another little bit of washi. If I can find the end. Down on that corner. And that's actually going to hold my cardstock in place. Okay. So I want that layer. Now, the cardstock layer that I've actually done, I've cut it just a quarter sheet of our paper. I'm just going to wipe my masks here from the last time they were used. And these were used in my card buffet, so that's why they've still got a bit of ink on them. So we've got number 1 there. Okay, now I'm going to teach you the trick of how to use these masks and get the best out of the masks and how easy it is to get the colouring that we're going to get. That. And we had the set that is it Enduring? No. Beauty Abound, Enduring, one of the ones that's in the catalogue right now. So you can actually get one of these that's in the catalogue right now. And this one is very similar, but I actually like this one better because it has more options of what to do. And it's a lot easier to use. You have the set, you haven't used it yet. This one's a different one, Daryl. This is the one out of the new set. Let me try and see what the other one was. I have it here. If I can. Well, I thought I had it there. Anyway, we have one that's in our catalogue already, but okay. So the next thing what I want to show you, and it may be very, very hard for you to see this on online, but I'm trying to find the numbers on them. That one is 5. That one is 4. And this one is 3. Okay. So on your masks, you have a tiny, tiny little notch up here. And you can see, look there. Can you see the number 1 on there? When I shine it in the light, the number 1. And then on the next mask, can you see it's got number 2? Okay, so they're all numbered. So these numbers are very, very important when it comes to how you're actually going to use the mask. So they're all numbered. So they're numbered 1 through to 5. Okay, now the next thing is I'm actually going to, I think I'm going to stamp in Smoky Slate today. I do normally do it in Basic Grey, but I think I'm going to stamp in Smoky Slate. Okay, so I'm now going to just do this first image and I'm going to stamp it on my cardstock like that. Now, the first thing that you've got to do is just line up your, so we've got our stamped image. you've just got to line up, and we'll do this with different bits of paper each time we do it. So you line up this over the flowers. So I've done pretty well here. Okay. So we're going to line up our mask over the flowers. So what I find the best thing to do is we've got little dots that are in the middle of our flowers. So you've got your two large flowers and your small one here. Then you've got these smaller flowers. If you line up the dots in the middle of those flowers, you'll find that you can line your mask up really, really well. Now, the next thing that I want you to do is when you've got that lined up, I want you to grab a pen or a pencil, because this is the most important part when you do this, is we want to get it right in the right spot. And then we're going to do this. We're going to mark our V, and we're also going to mark the corner. I'm going to mark the corner here and mark the corner here and there. Now, it's very important that we do that step, because for the rest of our blending is going to be really easy, and lining up our masks is going to be really easy by doing that one thing. So let's grab our Highland Heather, and I'm going to grab, which one are we going to use? Let's try this one. I think it's probably had blue in it. It has had blue in it. So let's try and maybe this one might be better. Let's see what this one's. Okay, that one's better. It's got a bit less ink in it. All right, so we're going to take our blending brush. So now we sell blending brushes. We sell them 3 in a pack, I think they are, for around $21. They are a great investment. I don't actually wash mine out. You can see I don't wash mine out. I keep them in certain colors. So I have blending brushes that I keep in my holders, and I keep them in certain color families. Okay, so I've got, so this one's the blues, and then I've also got, and that one just went, I've also got my pinks and purples. So I keep them in a brush holder like that. Now you're all going to say, where do you get the brush holder? I bought them online, but it is fantastic for when you go to blend. Okay, so we've got mask number 1 on here. We're going to pick up our Highland Heather. Now, for this one, we're just going to lightly, make sure I've got it in the right spot. We're just going to lightly blend over these colors. Okay, so we've got the little flowers, we've got the larger flowers. We're just going to lightly blend our Highland Heather over here. Now, you only need to use one color, and you'll be thinking, what? When I do this, because it looks fantastic. So I've just got a really light covering of that. So I'm going to put number 1 aside. Can you see? Look at the colors on those flowers there now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take number 2, and we're going to line number 2 up with our notch and our corners that we've done. And now we're going to pick up some more Highland Heather, and we're going to go again. Now, it's really important to be careful with these masks. And because this mask has been used quite a bit, some people have gone with the mask, and that the little bits can get a little bit caught up. So we're just going to go through again and add some more color, being mindful of those little tiny pieces. I haven't used this mask since we used it in our card buffet. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit extra color, and I'm just on those little funny pieces. I'm just wiping the blending brush over it. Okay, so now when we take it off, are you ready for this? Look at that. We've got a little bit of extra blending, a little bit of extra color. Now we're going to put the third one on. Now, number 3 is the one that really gives the wow factor. Okay, so for this one, we're actually going to go a little bit more heavy-handed with our color and really get in there. with that color. So we've got it lined up in that corner again. Really get in there with your Highland Heather and give it a fair bit more color this time. Okay, are you ready for this one? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I actually think I'm going to take this one. This one was the one that was had the bits and pieces. I need to do a little bit more on the coloring with this, just to make that look a little bit more obvious. It's very hard because the bits and pieces have been popped up. It'll make it a little bit more obvious. There we go. Look at that. Now that's just the flowers alone. Look at the coloring in there. Isn't it beautiful? We could, if we wanted to, with our number one, we could go back over with our number one and maybe add a little bit more if we wanted to. So let's line that up again with our, and we can add just a little hint more color with number one. And there you have it. Look at that. So it looks like we've watercolored it, but we haven't really. Okay. All right. So then the next thing is we were up to number 4 is our next one. So number 4 is our leaves. So let's just do, for number 4, I think I'm going to do, I really like Lost Lagoon for leaves. But we could do you want to do Old Olive? Yeah, let's do Old Olive. Can't make my mind up. Let's do Old Olive. Okay, so let's pop that one away. All right, so same thing again. We're lining up where our corners are and that little notch up the top. I'm going to take some Old Olive this time. And we're going to put some color down for our leaves. Okay, and bam, we have our leaves colored. And then the last one, number 5, gives a little bit more definition to our leaves. So let's line that one up. And let's go through again. And this one just gives a little bit more definition to the leaves and a little bit of contrast in that green. And as you can see, I've used 2 colors. 2 colors, and that is it. And we have that gorgeous colored leaf. So how easy is that? So easy. Okay, so this is one of our new sets that is coming in our, so let's pop that one aside. Okay, we'll pop that one aside. We'll grab another piece of copy paper and we will do the next one. So that one was Highland Heather. So let's grab another piece of our cardstock. I keep forgetting to put me down in the corner here. Everyone says, how come there's no little you down in the corner? I keep forgetting to put that camera, add that camera. It's something I've got to do later on. Now, if there is someone that is, oh, I must have chose something else there. If there's extra camera, that was a bit crazy. I was going to put a video in there. We didn't need a video happening. Add camera. There we go. And there we go. I'm out down in the bottom again. All right. So same thing again. We're actually going to line our cardstock up. So we'll put a little bit of washi tape there, a little bit of washi tape there. The washi tape just helps it and saves it from moving underneath. And you want it to stay in the same place. Okay. So let's ink up our stamp again. So I'm just using, once again, smoky slate. And we'll do our flower again like we did. Stamp that down. I so struggle with these. Yes, Enduring Beauty. Yeah, this one's a new one, Daryl, in the new catalog. Same thing though. You would have had a lovely time with your Enduring Beauty, I'm sure. Okay, so we've got our flower stamped. Now, one thing about when you're doing different colors with your masks is to make sure you go back and you clean off your masks for the next time. Okay, so I'm just going to, and all I've got is my chamois. And just with my chamois, I'm just going to wipe that ink that we have popped on there. Just wipe it off and turn it over and wipe it off. So that's number 5. This one's number 4. So we'll wipe that off. Or you can run them underwater, whatever is easiest for you. So number 3, I think this one is. We'll clean off that Highland Heather. Okay. This one's number 1. So just be wary of those little tiny, that is number 1. Just be wary of these. See this one here? Can you see how the bits and pieces are? Look at them. Okay. Be very aware of those when you're using this because it's very easy to got to be a little bit more subtle and gentle with it. But we had 18 ladies using these on that weekend, so you can imagine why that has happened. All right, so that and that. Yes, just a damp chamois, Lynn. Yep, that's all I'm using is just my damp chamois. And wipe it off. You could use a baby wipe if you like. You could probably even just use kitchen paper. Okay, so that one we'll put with that. Let's go for yellow this time. Woo! Yellow. So let's find our Daffodil Delight. Okay, here we go. All right, now I'm assuming that's a nice yellow. Yep, we can do that. So our number 1 mask. So first thing, once again, because this is a new one, we need to line it up. Probably if you were using what am I doing here that's wrong? Have I got the wrong? No, got it the right way. There. Line up those flat. There we go. Okay. I just hadn't moved it far enough around. All right, so getting those little flowers in the middle, making sure you're lining up your big ones, and then doing your marking with your biro. Okay. That one step is really, really important. That's the first most important step that you're going to do. All right, so we are now going to take our Daffodil Delight and we're going to add some Daffodil Delight. Okay, so I always say to people just the first time, just a light dusting of the color, but you'll find that the more you layer it up, color on color goes darker. So that's where all of my ladies were like, how come it goes that color? I thought we would have had to be using like 3 different colors. And I'm like, no, it's just color on color goes darker. So now we're using our number 2. Let me get that right. Our number 2 mask. Picking up a bit more ink, adding a bit more in there. As I said, trying to be as gentle as I can with those pieces there and get that look to happen. I did hear someone say something to me at Card Buffet about these little pieces. So I'm just more or less daubing the brush over them. Okay. All right. Ah, look at that. So that's number 2. Now we're going to do number 3. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, I was thinking, how come you're watching me this morning? I forgot. It's a holiday. That's how you can jump on. 3 more sleeps. 3 more sleeps, and we will be seeing each other. Rebecca and I are meeting up in LA. Rebecca and her husband and her son are on the same flight from LA to Dallas and from Dallas to Cancun to Mexico. Okay, so that's the third one, and you've got that gorgeous layered up look. So it does look like we've watercolored. It does look like we've done a lot of work to get that look, but the masks are our best friend. They're helping us get the look. Exactly, Lynn. Donna, that's too easy. Exactly. I mean, don't we always want something that's making our job easier? Like, honestly, we want to look like we're professionals, but we want the products to do the hard work for us. All right, so I think I'm going to go with Old Olive again as the green. We may just stick with Old Olive for our green, and that way we're not mucking around with other brushes. So let's grab some Old Olive now. And first one, as I said, we're going to line that one up, and we're just going to do a light brushing of our Old Olive. So just blend. I think it's a fabulous idea. I mean, whoever designed these, they must be absolutely so good at their job to design these awesome masks for us. We had them with the sunflowers. Does anyone remember the sunflowers? The sunflowers were so beautiful, and we just layered it on layer, and you got these gorgeous, beautiful sunflowers. So now we've got some of the Old Olive there for the first lot. Oh, and look, I've got some on my card here because I'm showing some. I should go easy with my blending. I've got a little bit of a thing on the side of my card, but that's okay. It all adds to it being a handmade card. Okay, so now this one's going to give us the extra contrast in the Old Olive leaves. I always say with the last one, really get in there and give it a fair bit of ink on the last one, because it really it's the detailed pieces that come up when you do the last color, the last mask. So the last one in the colored for the leaves, and the last one for the flowers, and the last one in the leaves. And there you have another. See where I've done the little line down here? We might have to put a bit of ribbon over that one. All right. So the sunflowers are on the clearance rack. Yep. So, oh, no worries, Terry. Happy to help you out, because I know that a lot of people will not use things like that because they shy away from them because they're not quite sure exactly how to use them. So let's grab another piece of, I'm going to do the reds now. So let's grab another piece of that. We want a piece of basic white. Daffodil light one is pretty, isn't it, Rebecca? I agree. Very, very pretty. I haven't done a yellow one, so that's the first time I've done it in yellow. I've done pinks and I've done mauves. I just haven't done a yellow one, so that's I'm so glad we decided to I could okay, so Lynn's saying color lifter maybe. I have a sand eraser. I could probably erase it with sand, but you know what? I'll just cut it in a smaller layer. I've got one. Donna, got one. It came in handy yesterday when I was doing my incentive trip swaps, because for some reason I got Misty Moonlight ink all over my finger and then put it on an insert. But the sand eraser came out and I fixed it. So it was all good. All right, so let's grab our stamp again and we'll do some smoky slate once again. Oh, I might do basic grey on this one because we're going to do a stronger colour. We're going to do cherry cobbler. So let's do basic grey. So we've got a bit stronger colour. Peach pie would look lovely. I mean, we could be going all morning, couldn't we, with colour combinations? I mean, I'm quite happy to do colour combinations. We'll just sit here and do colour combinations all morning. I mean, it's not going to get me packed for my holiday, but, you know, there's always the opportunity of playing with more ink. Margaret, I so deserve my incentive trip. You are the best. I wish I could join your team, but you're in Auckland. Yeah. Um, I have some friends in New Zealand. All right. So that one's our basic grey. So let's once again wipe off. I've got enough pieces of cardstock here for another 4 different color combinations. Okay, I'm going to leave the old olive because we're going to keep using the old olive ones. So we'll leave them. I'll grab the daffodil off. Chamois with the glass mat comes in awfully handy. For all those that got the glass mat when the joining offer was on, you're so lucky. You'll have this awesome chamois. Okay, so we've got that one. Wow, that one's really having a hard time. Note to self. Don't use masks in class when they've got little tiny bits like that on them. But anyway, it's all good. I'll just buy a new set. It's what we can do, can't we? Just buy another set. The less I pack, the more I can buy. Got to have money to buy things, Sue. Sadly, the money situation for me is not that pretty at the moment. But anyway, it's all good. Okay, so let's line up this mask again. So looking at those little flowers, the centers of the little flowers, looking at the big flowers, making sure we've got them just nice, and then mark our little notch. So it's so easy. Once you set it up, it is physically so easy. So we'll be right with this one. I've stamped it right that I won't be, unless I get something up there on that corner up there, but I've got to cut it down anyway. All right, so what do we need? Cherry cobbler. This one will be different. How do you wash the chamois? Just run it under clear water, Sheila. Just under clear water. It's really funny when you wash the chamois. If you do it under clear cold water, the blues and the greens come out. If you do it under hot water, the reds come out. How weird is that? So I always try to do it under hot water and squeeze it out as much as I can, but I just rinse it under the just under the just running water. Okay, I'm gonna have to try and use it. I haven't used cherry cobbler with my blending brush. Whoa. Are we ready for this? Okay, so I should be fixing the fence where the goat got out and then packing my bag, but instead you're laying in bed enjoying all the color combos. Well, I mean, we could just do this all day, Beck. All right, so wow. Okay, so I'm just going to put a light dusting of the cherry cobbler to start off with. This one's going to be pretty. Okay, that's number 1. I should have probably done the red last. It's going to get all over my mask, but that's okay. Okay, so number 2. Now, once again, this is the bit that's got those little pokey up bits. So let's just go like that. That's a bit hard to get those bits. Okay. Oh, this is going to look so pretty. It's nice where you can just blend without having to worry about those little pokey up bits. But okay, are you ready? Okay, so Belinda's saying every now and then I put the chamois in the lingerie bag in the washing machine with the towels. There you go. Ah, look at that. This is so satisfying. It really is. Okay, so let's do number 3 mask. Now we can get into this one. Let's lay down a fair bit. Oops. Oh, I was getting too excited. Okay. This is what's going to create the ooh ah moment. Ah, look at that. How awesome is that? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's get in with the greens. So we have number 4. Doesn't even, I was going to say it doesn't really matter even the order that you do it in. Whoa, nearly got the wrong one. Let's close up. Let's get rid of that ink pad. Let's get the right ink pad. Okay. Now, one thing too, don't mix your colors here where you're getting, when you're putting your blending brush off on the side, don't mix your colors. Because if you mix your colors there, you're going to get a yucky, weird looking color. And you don't want that to happen. Okay, so we're laying down the light layer of the old olive. I mean, it doesn't have to be too light. And I think this could be like a nice, stronger, I might add a little bit more than normal because we've got that red color. So we probably want a nice, good, strong green. We could have probably used Mossy Meadow or something with it as well. Oh, this is, I think this one's my favorite so far. The yellow was nice, but wow, the red is beautiful. Okay, let's get that lined up. Exactly. Rebecca's saying, imagine that with Christmas Designer Series paper behind it. Yep. Stunning, 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 stunning. So I'm just getting a fair bit of green in there. Bit of that old olive. Ah, look at that. The red Mary is cherry cobbler. Look at that. Oh, that one's very pretty. Okay, now we've got some cleaning to do here. I might just bring in a scrap piece of paper and clean them before I get the next bit. So we're going to do some blues. The next one we're doing, do we want to do Misty Moonlight or do we want to do, no, I only have Misty Moonlight in my box, I think, or do I have another blue in my box? Let me see what other blue I have. I don't think I have Azure Afternoon. No, I don't have blues that aren't current and we can't use them. Okay, now it's going to have to be Misty, what we're going to use for the blue. Yeah, the red one's really pretty, isn't it? Okay, so let's clean these masks up. I'm going to have ink all over my fingers, but that's totally okay. Just don't pack any of my white clothes today. Okay, so that's one. This one. Let's go. Oh, down there I haven't used. Let's use that. Probably running them underwater at this stage would be maybe the better thing to do, but we're getting there. So, Beck, do you have bug spray? I haven't got bug spray, and I know that Denny's really allergic to things, so I probably should have got some bug spray. But I don't know how we're going to find the right type of bug spray. Where we're going, we have to have reef-friendly block out and reef-friendly bug spray. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to find the reef-friendly bug spray. The red's your favourite, Daryl? Okay. All right. We've got that cleaned off. Look at my fingers. You haven't crafted if you don't get ink all over your fingers. Yeah, I didn't actually think about, I'm just going to use some, hopefully there's some sanitizer in here. I'm going to use some sanitizer on my hands so I can hopefully, if I've got any red, it will hopefully not rub off. Yeah, I probably should go. The chemist where I was the other day, Beck, I probably should go and look there. I do have to go downtown this afternoon. I was waiting for all the Anzac things to be done because I've got to do grocery shopping and things to get food for the cat for while I'm away. Okay, let's get our last. This will be the last color combo, I think. We'll do the Misty Moonlight. Xana's saying that she's sure there would be somewhere closer or airport. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing too. I'm thinking if worse comes to worse and I don't get any, I'll get some when I'm over there. The problem is we don't know what we're going to pay. I mean, our Australian dollar is so poor, the amount that it's worth, that it costs us so much more money to buy something. So, yeah. Okay. I'll put my basic grey back. I'll grab my basic grey again. I know Theo is definitely going to miss me, Sheila. I know that. And he's staying home here, and my friend Lucy is going to come and feed him. But Lucy's at my place quite often, so I'm actually going to do. I should do two of it. Oh, I can't. I was going to say I should do two of these, but I'll do a second one. This video is going to go so long. Everyone's going to be like, "Get off! You've been on there forever." Okay. All right, so we've got that. Now, Misty Moonlight is the color we're going to go for. So let's grab our Misty. And we'll do a blue, which I think that one's pretty blue. Use it. Okay. Number one is, what have we got? Two. I think that one's three. Ah, where is it? That one's three. This one's one. Okay. And then I think that one's four. Yeah, and five. Okay, let's get them all in order. All right, so let's do the Misty Moonlight. So once again, lining up our flowers and drawing the line. So you're all going to be experts at it. I've lined them up so many times that you're all going to be experts at lining these up. Okay, so you get your three big flowers, and then you make sure that the little dots in the middle of your flowers are all in place, and then we mark it. So we know where to put our masks. Okay. In with the Misty. All right, so Misty Moonlight. Mask number one, done. Mask number two with all the little bits that are poking up everywhere. Housework can wait. I've got to try and mow my lawn today. Got to get my lawn mowed. I've got to get grocery shopping done. I've got to get packed. All these things I want to do today. I feel like I'm going to run out of time, but anyway. So with those little pieces, just go with the direction that they're going with your blending brush. It'll still give you the effect. Oh, look at that. That's two. Now number three. I was seriously thinking about using this as my incentive trip swaps, but I went a different direction. Ah, look at that. I think the stronger colors are the better, aren't they? Sue, are you talking about Googling to see the bug spray? I think, yeah, I just have to have a look. I'm going to just ask at the chemist and see what they say. I mean, it's too late now for us to buy anything online and get it in time, so we'll just see. I mean, it's not really me I'm worried about. I'm more worried about Jenny. I mean, I react to bugs and stuff, mozzies and stuff biting, and for them to say bug spray, they must be bad for them to actually recommend to get bug spray. I'm thinking if they're recommending to get it, wow, the bugs must be bad. All right, so we've got our old olive. Okay, that one. And then this one, our last and final mask. Yeah, I mean, we are a bit the same too, Beck, so I think we're probably going to need it. But I mean, I was too busy worrying about the block out, and now we've got the situation with that. But anyway, it's all good. I'll find some. If not, I'll buy some when I get over there somewhere. All right, and there's our final one for the Misty Moonlight. Marilyn, you've actually already seen it because I cheated and used something that I've already done in my live video. Because my brain was not, the thought power was just not there to try and design something from scratch. So I did a card that I've already done. But anyway, it is what it is. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take these off. Oh, I did want to do, hang on, I'm going to do one more of the blue because let's turn that over and do one more of the blue because I want to show you something really fantastic with this. So sorry, it's not over yet. We're going to do one more Misty Moonlight because I want to show you what we can do with this. Okay. I can hear car doors out the front. Please don't let it be a visitor. I'm busy. All right. So I'm going to ink up again in our basic grey. And honestly, you can use black if you want to use black. You just all know me. I just don't like stamping in black and then colouring. It's just the way I am. Okay. Stamped. Done. I don't have to clean these because I'm using the same colour anyway. So let's just put them back in order. Okay. I put my Misty Moonlight brush back. And my green. Where did I put my green? There it is there. Okay. Let's line these up again. You'll all be experts at lining it up because I've lined them up so many times this morning. There. Perfect. And honestly, if you don't get them lined up exactly perfect, don't be too phased about it. It's totally okay. These days, with the way watercolouring is done, it doesn't matter if you're not in between the lines and it's handmade. It's not Hallmark. We're not supposed to be perfect. Okay. Could have got my ink out, would have helped. Okay, so let's leave that one there. Let's bring them in. All right, let's go again. Yes, Suzanne does do live videos. Suzanne's in my team. So Sue's asking, does Suzanne do live videos? And yes, she does. And since she's been home with her broken foot, she's been doing a few more. All right, so we've got the first layer with Misty Moonlight. I'm going to do the second layer now. So only one downfall about this mask is those little tiny pieces. I didn't actually really know what someone was saying to me the other day, but now I do know, now that I've got them back and started using them. Okay, that one. Okay. And the last one will load up. Beautiful. Okay, let's get our old olive. And I must say, I had to replace 4 of my fingernails. I replaced these 4 already. Not happy, Jan. I mean, honestly, I paid $70 to get my fingernails done, and they're all breaking. Not happy at all. So I'm probably going to eventually do all of them again myself. So I've got 6 more to go. I've replaced 4. So I reckon I'll replace the other 6 as well. All right. So second last mask. Laying down a bit of that old olive. You could tape this mask. You could tape your masks down as well if you wanted to, but I just hold them in place. Every now and then they move, but it's not that big a deal. And the last one. All right. So, Sue, if you just look up Suzanne Deeks Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator on Facebook, you'll find her. There we have our last and final one. Now I'm going to show you. Hey, Lynn, how you going? Now I'm going to show you what the dies can do and how awesome they are. Okay. So we have that and that. So let's get rid of all of these bits of paper. So let's bring them all in. Let's see what we think. Okay, so we've got that one, which is our Misty Moonlight. Let's do a little bit of a vote on them. We've got our Cherry Cobbler. And I'll sit that on that layer there. Cherry Cobbler. We have our Daffodil Delight. Suzanne, you'll try and take up the slack while I'm away. Yeah, well, they need some content, so, you know, someone's got to put it out there. I'll just be sharing my holiday. All right, so there we have 4 different color combos. So you can see that you would absolutely definitely find a use. And you could do, like, we haven't done pinks, we haven't done oranges. There's so many more different color combos that we could do by just, and the beauty of it is 2 colors. The red and blue are your favorites, Suzanne. Cherry Cobbler, Merlene likes. Lynn likes the cherry one. Rebecca loves them all. Marilyn likes Daffodil Delight. Red and blue are your favorite, says Glenda. Each equally beautiful, Kay. All look good, says Jill. Yeah. So some really, really nice looks there. But I just want to show you, and sorry, that's going to go with that. So you can see with your layers in underneath how beautiful they look. I'm going to show you, I'm going to just go and grab my card that I created before. Okay, so here's a pink version. Okay, so that's the card I created in my video before, and that's the card that everyone actually did in our card buffet. But what I wanted to show you is, can you see how this one has like a 3D look? Okay, so can you see how this part of the flower, so that large flower, how it has that 3D look? I'm going to show you with these two blue ones that I've done. I'm going to show you how you can actually get a 3D look with them. So we'll leave them all there because they're all pretty. So let's grab this one and this one. Okay, we'll pop them over there so you can keep looking at them because they're so gorgeous, aren't they? All right, so let's bring in the cut and emboss machine, and I just want to show you, whoops-a-daisy, how awesome this die is that goes with it as well. So you're going to want to, this is going to definitely be on your wish list. I'm telling you, you're going to definitely want to pop it on your wish list, and on the 1st of May, either pop it in a starter kit or put it in your first order. All right, so in the dies, we actually have this die here, and we also have this die here. We've got many more dies. We've got leaf dies. We've got dies for the little smaller stamped images and things that we have. Now, I'm going to show you for this one, we are going to line that up over the whole entire, so I'm going to leave that one there for a minute. So we're going to line that up over the whole entire, sorry, I'll move this over a little bit more so you can see, over the whole entire large stamped, hang on, I need to turn this over. Okay, so over the large stamped flower, we can cut out that whole entire flower. Now, where did it there? So let's just run that one through for a start. What green did I use on the pink one? The green I used on the pink one, Donna, is Lost Lagoon. Lost Lagoon. I was nearly going to use it again with this one, and then I thought, no, I better not because I've already used it. I like the Lost Lagoon. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, beautiful. Now, we also can cut out, let me show you. So this larger flower here, we can cut out with just this die. So just the flower on its own, okay? Which it goes just there like that. Okay, so I'm going to run that through and we're going to cut that one out. Like that. Not quite sure why Zena has no sound, but I'm sure everyone has sound. Maybe something's happened. Okay. All right, so we have that, and that. So then what I'm going to show, really? Have I done something? Surely not. Maybe go out and come back in again. I haven't done anything to the settings. I'm sure I haven't. No. Audio. Says audio is still happening here on mine. If there's only a couple of people that have no sound, it could be, and you girls are from New Zealand. Sound is fine. Okay, something happening over there with you girls in New Zealand. Not happening here in Australia. All right. Okay. All right. I was like, have I touched something? And I didn't know. Thank you for telling me that you still have sound. All right, so now the next thing what I want to do is I want to cut this down. I'm just going to cut this down and show you what I would do with this. So I need to cut it down to my normal regular size. And I think I can do that like that. Okay. And then I need it to be down to there. I might cut some off there and I'll cut some off the top to make it get down to where I need it to be. Okay, done. All right. So I've got that it will go on my layer like so. Okay. So I will layer that up with my glue. Sound got lost in the ditch. It's just the New Zealand people. And it's funny that both of you are from New Zealand that had no sound. You got sound again? Whenever you have any problem with the live stream, go out and come back in again. All you got to do is go out and come back in. All right. So we have that. Then, of course, we've got this die cut here. We can pop that die cut up. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to pop that die cut up over the top. This is where this goes to a whole new level. So we're going to pop that one up. Oh, sorry. I thought you were in New Zealand. Someone else was talking to me that was in New Zealand. Sorry. Okay. So we have that can go that way. I'm actually going to pop it up this way. So totally different. I'm going to turn it around, pop it up that way. Totally different. Okay. So the little flower was down the bottom when we first did it. Now I've put the little flower up the top. So we've turned it around totally different. And then, of course, we can then pop this one up over the top and get an even more 3D look. A super, super 3D look. Oop. And probably what I would do with that is I'm going to use some of my, I think this is gone. I don't think we can buy this anymore. Well, I think it's gone out of our online store, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to use, this is our elegant trim. You have silver and gold in it. I'm just going to do a big, big bow. And pop it in here. And then I'm going to pop my flower over the top. So I'm just going to add a little bit of Seal Plus for that bow to go into. So a little bit of Seal Plus there. Pop my bow into the Seal Plus like so. Trim it off because you all know me. Have to have a bow. I wasn't going to make a card this morning, but why not? We're here. We're having a lovely time. Okay, look at that. How pretty is that? And then, sorry, I'm going to put that over there so that glare stops. And then I do have some white card bases. Just pop it onto a white card base. So you could physically sit and color a whole heap of these, die cut them out, and then you could make beautiful cards in all different yeah, go and fix that fence, Rebecca. You don't need the goat coming out again. But there you go. what a gorgeous card using the, and of course we can embellish. I've got some of the, yeah, here, these ones. I thought the Misty Moonlight in the Tinsel Gems 3-pack, the Misty Moonlight ones will look beautiful with this. So let's go one up there, one over here, little one here, little one up there, maybe another little one down over here, and spritz it off with a bit of Wink of Stella. Finish with a bit of Wink. Even pop some Wink on our rose and our flowers. But there you go. Lorraine, yet another set to buy. And Lorraine, you can get it now. You can get it in pre-order. But there you have it. Like a gorgeous card and creating beautiful colors. So if you're watching the replay, tell me which color is your favorite. Tell me which one is your favorite. Do you like the blue? Do you like the yellow? Or you're a pink person? Look at those. How pretty are they? So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully you won't be too intimidated with these masks because they are quite simple and easy to use. The main thing is making sure that you actually mark where your mask is the very first time you put the first mask on. And then every other mask will line up after that when you actually line them up. So Enza says they all look stunning. Merlene says stunning. Spray with shimmer spray would also be nice. Spritzing does the same thing, Beryl. Red and purple. Anne says she loves all of them. Purple is Donna's favorite. So yeah, some gorgeous color combinations. Blue is your favorite, Deborah? Maybe because I drummed it up and made that gorgeous card. But as you can see, like you can easily create gorgeous cards, and all that was doing 2 of them and die cutting them out and layering them up. So by cutting the 2 out, it makes it look like you've done so much work. So Dell likes the purple. Jill likes all of them. Red and blue for Colleen. So it was a super fun, crafty session with you this morning. Now, I will be back again tomorrow morning at 8:15 for my fun fold that I always do, Friday fun fold. Not quite sure what I'm doing yet, but I will find an awesome, easy fun fold, because the one thing I love doing is showing you easy fun folds. Now, remember that joining offer is there. Remember, the clearance rack has had an upgrade with the clearance rack, so it's been refreshed. So there's many more things there. We've still got the 60% off sale, so making sure you make the best of that, because by the end, like by Wednesday next week, all of those things on that sale, they'll all be gone. You won't be able to get them. They won't be available. So everybody have a lovely day. Remember our soldiers today on Anzac Day. I don't know whether any of you are going and playing 2-up. I know it's the only day in Australia that you're allowed to play 2-up. Well, I think, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've changed it. Maybe you can't do it. But definitely have a lovely day, and I will see you all again tomorrow at 8:15. Yes, I'm going to go and pack. I actually have to go to the supermarket, and I'm going to go and pack. So that's my plan today. I probably won't be packed. I'll probably be still packing on Sunday morning, but at least if I get a bit of an idea. I've got to wash my hands first before I go to pack, because I don't want to pack any white clothes with these inky hands at the moment. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely day.